They say history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. And when it comes to family policy, it seems that Donald Trump's America is starting to echo a familiar European tune, one that's already failed. Trump and his allies are now championing a bold-sounding pronatalist agenda. Their plan? Encourage people to marry young, reward them with baby bonuses, and promote a narrow ideal of the traditional family, one man, one woman married with children. It's all part of a larger vision laid out in Project 2025, a roadmap for Trump's second term. And while this may sound new in the US, it's been tried before in Europe. In fact, Hungary has already spent billions trying to do exactly this, and it hasn't worked. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán once declared that Hungary would spend money on families, not immigration. His government offered massive tax breaks to mothers, state loans to married couples, and even cash for buying family-sized cars. But after more than a decade of these incentives, Hungary's fertility rate still sits well below replacement level. The numbers barely moved, and now even those modest gains are starting to slip. So what went wrong? The answer is deceptively simple. People don't have fewer children because they're confused about marriage or don't love family. They have fewer children because it's expensive, exhausting, and economically irrational to raise them under current conditions. Hungarian women, like their peers across Europe, are increasingly educated, career-oriented, and unwilling to sacrifice their independence for outdated, state-sponsored gender roles. No tax break can change that. Trump's team seems determined to repeat this error. Their vision rewards a specific kind of family: straight, married, often white, and economically self-sufficient. There's talk of a $5,000 baby bonus and programs to help women track their ovulation, because apparently low birth rates are due to bad timing, not structural failure. But the truth is, this kind of social engineering is out of touch with the lives most people lead today. The United States, like Europe, is full of people who want children but can't afford them. Single mothers, same-sex couples, friends raising kids together, people using IVF or surrogacy to build their families. All of these households are left out of the conversation when policy is shaped by nostalgia rather than reality. And yet, in the EU, this realization is not new. France, for example, has consistently outperformed its neighbors in fertility rates, not because it idealizes the past, but because it invests in childcare, parental leave, and social support for all families, regardless of shape or size. Scandinavian countries do the same, and the results speak for themselves. That's not to say Europe has solved its demographic crisis. Far from it. Countries like Italy, Spain, and Portugal still face dramatic population decline. But the lesson is clear. Going backwards doesn't move us forwards. If the EU is serious about its future, it must embrace family policy that reflects the 21st century, not the 1950s. That means recognizing that family is no longer one thing. It is many things. It is single parents, queer couples, multi-generational homes, and friends choosing to raise a child together. It is not a moral failing that people don't fit the old mold. It's a sign that society has changed. So instead of trying to enforce outdated models of family, why not support the ones that already exist? That means universal childcare, paid leave for all caregivers, IVF access for everyone. And yes, recognizing that immigration is part of the answer too. A growing, diverse population is not a threat to Europe. It is its lifeline. Trump's vision may falter in America, just as Orbán's is faltering in Hungary. But if Europe wants to lead, it must not merely reject these ideas, it must offer something better. Because the future of families isn't about who marries whom. It's about who we choose to care for, and whether society chooses to care in return.